All right, welcome back to Flanks of Six channel here. We are back for the Season 3 PvP tournament match 2 tonight. We have Mas Dupont and Fenraellis. Is that how you pronounce it?
Typically Fenraellis.
Fenraellis.
But you
All
could just
right.
say Fen.
So Mas Dupont versus Fen here for match 2. Excited to see how this one goes down after the great match yesterday. But anyway, we're, I think, ready. So if you guys are ready, then start with the initial hero selection roll.
Who's a cannon, huh?
And let me know if you have any problems doing it. And did the fire button work? There you go. All right, just so I'm clear, red is who's rolling for
Oh,
red?
I rolled that. That's
Okay.
12.
I suppose I'll
All right, so Mas Dupont will be red and Fen will be blue. All right, so Mass, you got the win, so you can choose to select first or second.
I'll pick second.
All right. All right, so Fen is
do
gonna.
it earlier and just grab the card that way.
Yeah, just click the spawn button. And then,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, and then just highlight, select, and drag to your side. And it's usually best to kind of put them up here along the side, so that way it's easier to see along the
out of the way.
side of the board. Actually, never mind. I guess we really do that once we do the hero placement, right?
Yeah.
But
I'll
feel
just
free
do
to
it for a
rearrange
moment.
it, whatever you want to do.
Anyway,
All right, so Mask Dupont's here is gonna pick next. So Villani, the Air Elementalist, was picked. So we actually saw Villani yesterday with Adria's team, I believe. Real great hero. Has some cool abilities like Elemental Fusion, which we saw coming out yesterday. Being able to apply both of the effects. All right, now we got Herodes, the Fallen Titan, being selected by Mas Dupont. Oh, and a quick pick with Oris, so it seems like Fen already knew what he wanted on that hero, which is not too much of a surprise. He, as we're kind of getting set up here, he spent some time looking around, figuring out
see if I can make them work.
what abilities that he wanted to get. All right, so we have next is Mask will need to pick his second, and then he picks Anariel the Sword Mage, who's a bruiser. Perfect, perfect. So we have two bruisers on each side, Oris and Anariel, and then a brute, Herodes the Fallen Titan, who can do crazy amount of damage if he's put in the right situation. I mean, really, that's really, I'd say, pretty accurate for most brute characters. Is they have that ability to just plow through enemies if given the chance with the brutality, their passive, and then usually their effects. Primary attacks and effects can easily do probably about somewhere between 16 and 20 plus damage per hit, which is a lot. All right, so we have Suyoko, the ninja controller, who is added. So the fancy thing about Suyoko is she is a controller and she is a tactician. But the interesting part is she is she has that ability to change sides if she wants. So she can go from being the tactician version or the controller version. She always starts on the controller side, but she can change that later. All right, next up we have Katarina the Witch here. And just for clarity too, because we had this come up yesterday, is obviously we're not using the Tanares Adventures attacks, so just feel to delete those if you want. But here I can delete that one. Anyway, just thought I'd make sure.
Okay.
So we have Katarina the Witch here. So we got controller, 2 bruisers, 2 controllers, a shooter, and a brute. So 2. Well, I mean, Suyoko's a bit of a mix, so she can do a lot of range attacks as a controller and then melee attacks as a tactician. All right, and then we're getting Nynx here for the last pick. For Fen.
It won't let me delete.
Let's see. I think. Which one are you trying to delete?
Oh, I was just getting rid of all those cards down there.
Oh, okay. The path purification.
Everything.
Everything?
I don't need the cards, do I?
You do to track the effects.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a few of them.
So, anyway, so we have one more pick here from Mask before we'll move on to. And here we go. We got another healer. So Azrael, the Water Elementalist. So 2 healers, 2 controllers, 2 bruisers, and then a shooter and a brute. So it should be a good game here. All right, next up is going to be roll for hero placement. All right, so the next thing will be rolling for hero placement. So both of you guys roll. Whoever wins will decide what side they're on and if they're going first or second. So both competitors, I think, newer to the PvP scene, I'd say, at least from an official tournament standpoint. Neither of these guys have participated in previous tournaments. So 16 and 9. All right, so red team wins the roll. So which side, and do you want to place first or second?
Place second.
All right.
If you'd be so kind as to remind the position limitations.
Yeah, sure. So the blue dots here are the sides.
Just literally the. Okay.
So I assume since Mass didn't say anything, he intends to be on the left side, right?
Yeah, we'll keep it to the sides we are on. Yep.
Okay. So that means, you have to place somewhere on the right and not go past the blue dots.
Sounds good to me.
So it looks like Fen is already kind of set up his, potentially his order already. I think he wants to go with Villani first, then Oris, Suyoko, and then Nynx. And I think Mass may be doing the same thing, although maybe he's kind of still leaving it open. Both players newer to the PvP scene, like I said, in terms of not being in any official tournaments, but maybe kind of getting in there, played some games previously before this game, before this tournament started. Since neither of them really seem to have a lot of questions, I noticed. So maybe they're just kind of, holding on to things until later into the match, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so Mass to now decide his placement. I think he is thinking of putting Herodes potentially down. Just waiting on him to decide. So
Placed
Mass,
mine first.
yeah, he already placed the first one. So it looks like he's trying to consider his options here if he wants to go with an aerial or yeah, so he's going with an aerial here. Nariel kind of going, trying to stay a little bit back, not right up in front. And then Vellani staying real far back, so she's real blocked behind that wall. So if anyone wants to come after her, they got to get real far across the battlefield to do so. So it looks like, yep, Fen is going exactly with his placement. Oh, wait. Maybe. Maybe he's changed his mind. We'll find out. Oh, he is changing it up. So he is looking like he's going to put Nynx in spot position number 2. So it'll go Vellani Nynx for Fen. And then we'll go from there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you have to place them in order because we're gonna have the special tokens. They go down like so, and so if they're out of order, then it's hard to know which one was supposed to be the next one.
That order placement order is supposed to be the turn order too, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
correct.
Yep.
I can work with that.
All right, so both of them kind of still learning the ropes a little bit here, but that's okay. I really love whenever people will be willing to kind of jump in here, try this for the first time, because it is very different than what a lot of people are used to. From the PvP side versus PvE side of the game. It's great to get that experience doing a different game mode, seeing what different rules there are. And this is such a great mode. We have great competitors, and I'd say most of the time I've seen everyone be very friendly and helpful with each other. So it's definitely great sportsmanship, I'd say.
That way it doesn't get all messed up. Well, I was leaving those away because they didn't have any temporary effects related to them.
So the reason why we put them there, which I forget now if it was in the rules
I guess
or
I could
not,
understand the ultimates.
when you exactly. So when they get used, they get flipped over. So if you don't have them there, then it's hard to tell like if it was used or wasn't used.
For sure, I'll put hers up there too. Only one of my abilities is not an ultimate or a tracking effect.
It's generally because there's already so many effects and stuff in the game, right? Like it just gets harder if components are like all over the place rather than just next to the board. So that's usually why we do that.
Well, I'll just put this up here anyway.
All right, so Mask going with Herodes the Fallen Titan as his third option. So kind of splitting up his healing, his damage there. And then it looks like Katarina will be the last placement. And we have Herodes right along the lines up front. And it looks like Horus is probably going to try to take... Yeah, he's going to a floating defensive position to try to make Herodes engage him instead of going after... being able to get through Vellani too quick there. All right, and then the last here will be Katarina, who is going down. And let's just make sure they all have their tokens over here set up. 1, 2, 3, and then the last one, Oris 65, right there. And circles 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So yeah, if it's a kind of a funny thing with Tabletop Simulator, if you like kind of shake the cards a little bit, they go crazy like that.
Yeah. Lag is not helping either.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks doing that, guys. All right, now we are on to heroic action selection. So you guys will take 2 heroic action cards and put those 2 in your hand. I'd suggest you can pull them directly into your hand, and it should be secret, and nobody should be able to see them. And then once you guys are ready, let me know, and we'll start the clock. And since Villani was placed first, she'll be starting us off.
Okay.
All right, so final part here, going through the heroic action selection, and then we'll be able to kick off this second match of the PvP tournament. So I know this is kind of a later game for some people. Not everyone will be able to attend, and the challenge with some of these matches is not always being able to get perfect times to play, all the games when we'd like to, but we try to be as flexible as possible for competitors. So, no matter what time zone you are, being able to play, that's by far the most important part, because we want to try to include as many possible people as we can, and not leave anyone out. Now, obviously, there's some requirements that, we can't help to avoid, like, you do at least need to be able to say some things like, declare your attacks and things like that. So maybe if English is not your forte, then it may be a little bit harder to do this. But so we've had games before where the competitors maybe are not very good at English, but they can speak well enough to say what their attacks are and play the game decently. So that's really all that matters in the end. All right, so Fen has picked his 2. Mass DuPont about to pick his 2 cards, and then
now it's technically in my hand.
We will move on to the next one there.
Kind of weird. Anyway, okay.
Yep, just waiting for Mask. I think he's just about done.
Yeah.
Let's see if I do that.
There we go.
Why is it not spreading? It's weird.
Did you place them on top of each other?
Not specifically. I drew both cards.
Huh.
I'm going to try to do this. Draw.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait. Oh, weird.
Whatever. I know what they are.
Yeah. It's only 2 cards. Okay, awesome. All right. So, you guys both ready?
I suppose so.
All right. I'm starting the clock. So, you got 90 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Season 3, Match 2, Mask DuPonts versus Fenraellis. And about to see what's going on here. So Villani will be kicking it off here. Very good chance she may be going with some special attacks like Elemental Fusion like we saw yesterday. But I'd really actually maybe like to see a Winds of Punishment. It may not happen, but it's possible.
Have I been playing that rule wrong the whole time? Do alters not apply to specials?
No. Yep, they only apply to because
Not
it's
that I
the
meant Germany
blessed
elements to
effect, which
PvE,
is
but
yeah, only primaries.
that's interesting. Well,
All right, so Villani
okay.
here about to start, trying to pick
Quite
what
how I wanted that
position.
to be then, but it'll have to do.
All right, so it looks like he's kind of looking around the board here, trying to see who he wants to target first. Now, if I was to go after someone, potentially taking down that brute could be important. Maybe even getting that going after the healer. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Attacking Herodotus
1, 2,
with
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going max range.
Elemental Fusion.
Elemental Fusion.
Wait, special ready to start?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get that out the gate. Hope this works.
Yep. So then you flip it over.
Yep. Don't you fail me now.
16. Excellent. That is a hit on Herodotus. So he will get to...
I guess that's 24 damage.
Yep. So just move the damage marker there for Herodotus. He's all... just so you remember, he's always circles, and you're always the hexes. And then usually how we track to make sure that you remember that, you know, you have the effect, just place it on your hero pad like that. And then...
Shall I move it? Or...
Pretty clear. Yeah. So if you're applying the damage, you're the one that's moving it.
Fair enough. At 41 then.
All right. So applying... what is that? 65, 10, 20, 4 damage. So yeah, so he did get elemental fusion plus accuracy, and has moved.
Take 4 damage from the lava.
All right, wow. Nariel going right through lava, but looking like she's needing to here.
Iris.
Going with the flames of justice. And that is a hit.
Yeah.
All right, so Oris is going to be taking 20 damage there, and now Anaria will be blessed. And in the future, if both of her attacks are blessed, then she's going to get a little bit of heal. That's going to be a good one to start off with. And I believe you're done. So last thing to just try to remember is, move down to the next one.
Okay. Yep.
No problem. All right, so Nynx is up next here. The Succubus agreed. No special up here. But Nynx is such a heavy damage dealer. She does have some healing options. But really what's crazy about her is she can just kind of keep putting out some damage if she needs to. And you don't really see that on a lot of healers.
Usually. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, what?
I'm going to go there. And I am going to Life Tithe Herodotus as well.
All right, going after Herodotus. He's really trying to make Herodotus pay here with as much damage as possible, so we'll see if it pays off. And that's a hit.
Guess it's 17?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hover over it, you can see what the value says, or if you hold Alt, you can see things bigger.
So I'm going to move 3 an ally, which in this case is going to be moving Villani up there. And going to heal 6. Horus.
All right, Horus getting some heals there from Nynx. So getting some of those options, that is a good thing. Now, one thing I think he might be forgetting is Hope.
I'll move the token down.
But, you know, passives, I'd say, is probably one of those things that, like, when you're first playing this game,
back over.
it's really hard to remember, right? There's a lot of different things going on. There's a lot of positioning that competitors are thinking about, what abilities they want to use, what abilities the enemy has, or that they want to, you know, prepare themselves for, right? Or staying, you know, far enough back or close enough in. So it's very easy to forget that. It's one of those things, especially with kind of the pressure of a competitive atmosphere, you're not really ready for that, right? So it's not until, you know, you kind of get some experience doing this that you start remembering those, and it'll start coming up more and more often, that you'll be like, oh, yeah, I got my passive.
I guess I didn't apply the 7 damage. So piddly.
So, yeah, normally I'd say since you moved it, it'd be, you know, over. But, like, if Mass wants to allow you to still apply it, you can. But it's
yeah, that's fine.
Sorry about that.
All good.
Actually, the first step.
This is the round one is definitely always a learning round for many people.
By that virtue, may I also apply the hero passive with your permission?
Sure. It's fine.
Thank you for your graciousness.
So definitely important not to forget those as much as possible, but it does happen. Real quick question: did you put the apply the effect and the hero passive to Horus?
Oh, okay.
Because you can't do both. You can do the effect to Horus or the fair.
Obviously, I do the larger heal. Huh. Interesting. Not used to that PvP passive.
Yep. That's a little different.
Probably would have used different ability in that case, but oh well.
Azrael is going to use healing
Remember
conduit.
that next time.
All right, going with the healing conduit. You can't move before declaring this deck. Quick question. I could have missed it since I was looking at Fenraellis. Did you move on that one? Because he does have a drawback.
I did move.
He can't.
You can't move before
you can't
attack.
move before declaring.
Yep. Okay, so I'll use total invocation.
Sounds good. So healing conduit. So because it has an effect in here where it says an ally heals 1 per square, it is away from you. If you're able to move, then basically you can max that out every time. The idea is you have already you're trying to prepare for this with your other characters. All right, so both of them kind of focus firing on the enemy teams. 19, that is a hit.
That is 19 hits. 9 damage, and I'll take effect B.
All right, going with Tidal Invocation, 9 damage. At the start of each combatant's turn, you may move. You or one of your allies moves 1. So that one, great ability to get movement for your entire team. Now the important part is you need to have your team still close. It has to be still within range 8.
Heal 4 on Herodotus with passive effect.
It's great being able to move around your team. You just still have to obey the normal range and vision requirements.
So
and really what's great about this one is each combatant, so it's not even just your turn, it's also
going to be trying my Bodhyaku dance.
All right, so he is going with Bairuku dance, and I'm sure mispronouncing it, but this is the one that allows Suyoko to flip her attack card. An 8. That is
I saw that 20.
Success.
Okay. Well, still hits. Just less impressively than I would have liked.
The hitting's the important part, right?
Well, to be fair, on this ability, not really.
So he will get to move 5, you or the target. At the start of your turns, you may apply this card's benefit again. So technically, he could have already flipped the card if he wanted to. And then he flips all of his attack cards.
Interesting.
To match. So this is going to be interesting. This is the first time we've ever seen this character in a PvP match, or at least I have.
I guess I'll move you into some lava and stop you down here.
4, 5.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, make sure to apply the damage and everything for that too.
The damage goes first, of course. You're right. So 44. Sadly, I don't get my personal passive because I'm 6 range away. But yeah, and then 4 from the lava, and pass it down.
And yeah, he's too far away to apply that passive, so nobody's going to get the passive effect. He technically could have already flipped it. Now he still wouldn't gotten the passive.
Flips before the attack.
Yeah, technically you're supposed to do it when you declared the attack, but this is the first time for this, so. And then remember, is you flip all of your cards, so that way they're all within the same class.
If that was the case. Yeah, tactics wouldn't have triggered anyway, not next to an ally. But still.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the actual attack in any way. But technically I am on this side. Which really just gets me 1 more defense. A different passive for now.
Yep. So getting some different options. So Suyoko, the controller, now becoming a tactician here with the Boiraku dance.
Herodotus is going to use. We'll move first.
1, 2,
3.
3.
And then use Titanic Power to move another 6 with the benefit. And he's going to attack with Lani.
Perfect. Getting in there.
Maybe you'll roll.
Good roll.
I rolled low, you can do it too.
No thanks.
I believe. Oh, come on!
What's that?
That's
33
beautiful.
plus 5 from the crit. So
38 damage. Holy crap.
Shit.
So there we go. The Titanic part getting off take. Damage equal to the natural attack roll. Whoa. So that's 25 plus 13.
Down to 17.
So 30.
Wow.
What a 40. Oh man, my math is off. It's already a late night for me. So 25 plus 13.
Hang on, an extra 4 damage from my passive as well.
Yep.
From oh my god, just
Jesus.
42 damage. I mean, the best possible result you could have for that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's just stupid amount of damage. So that's 30, 35,
Well,
38 plus 5 more, 43 plus 4, so 47 damage. So just to double check here, and normally I don't call these out, but like I said, kind of let some of them go on the first one. I think the damage might have been incorrectly applied, so it's 25 damage, right? 20 plus 5 from the critical, plus the hit damage,
yeah.
plus 4. So I think did he do 48?
42.
So 25 plus 13.
38.
38 plus
32.
4. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. No, I think you got it right.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
Absolutely.
All right. Sounds good. Just making sure.
I mean, I wish it was wrong, but no, sadly not.
So just a fantastic roll for Mass DuPonts there with that Titanic power. What a fantastic roll to get for that ability. That is quite the roll there. All right, so Oris here, he is gonna have to
playing Herodotus in the campaign, the Tanares Adventures, and that's the first time I've ever rolled a 20 with him on that. The most I've done is 19.
It's a great time to roll it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely best case.
If I hadn't just used my special on the ninja, I could have potentially used Oris's thing to just negate the attack entirely. But
Yep, that's very true.
Oh yeah, that one works on specials. Some of them only work on primary attacks.
yeah, this one just says negate the attack.
It's all the tank interrupts are the ones that only work, with the exception of Umbolo. But yeah, everyone else's for the tanks is only in primaries.
Okay, so puts me in an interesting situation.
All right, so Oris, definitely trying to figure out what he needs to do at this point.
I think
Vellani is in big trouble. Just taking a massive amount of damage with that Titanic power. Titanic power. So
okay.
Oris here, dashing strike, key barrier are his options. So he could. He's kind of out of range for the dashing strike. So he may just have to go with key barrier.
I don't have too many options here. So I will do a key barrier then against Fenraellis.
All right, here we go. Key barrier on Fenraellis, and that is a hit.
But it does hit.
Now, technically, he should be taking 4 damage from Circle of Retribution.
And I'm toughened.
And I think Mask may be missing this one. But, that's... try to call him out, especially if somebody's adding things incorrectly, but... if it's just the passive, forgetting the passive, then that should still be on them. And like we did earlier, if there's corrections that need to be made, we let people kind of be flexible. Future games, it does get set once that turn token moves. Just so that way it makes things a lot easier. The more time also that we spend kind of going back and forth, reworking things or doing the oopsies, the longer the games take too. So it's kind of a double benefit, making it fair for
He's
the other
going to use
player,
Blood Curse on Suko.
and at the same time, helping the game speed keep going. All right, so going with Blood Curse on, I believe it was Horus is what he declared. Could be wrong on that. 9. That's going to be a hit.
Hits. And
1, 2, 3, 4.
passive effect is going to apply on Horus.
Okay, so he's going.
Damage.
Yeah, so he's going after somebody else here. So probably, who is he going after?
Damage.
And 11 damage on Suko.
Ah, okay. So he's splitting it up. So he's going after the ninja on that one. I did miss that one. So now the ninja will be cursed. And if she does end up missing, she takes 5 damage.
Okay.
So it makes that a little
Well.
extra painful.
Not where I want to be right now, but it's where I am.
And just so you know, Mass, when you... Yep.
Yes.
There you go. All right, so they're quickly learning. These guys are really kind of getting into it
Crisis
now.
was possible. Oh wait, no. Damn it. Not worth it. So I'll just go there, sidestep.
All right, going with the
And-
sidestep.
Going to lightning conduit. Herodotus. Come
All
on.
right, so she won't get her passive on this one, but she will get both of those effects.
Well. She wait. Guess I could go for a Nario.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna lightning conduit a Nario.
So I think for me, oftentimes when I am trying to figure out who I want to target, I usually try to look at my passes first.
Haha!
Nariel, that is going to be a hit.
Nario takes 4 damage. My passive. And then the actual lightning conduit. I'm gonna first move for Nario. And then blast Herodotus. Though she also takes 9 damage, so she'll take another 9. 38. Herodotus will take 6. 32.
There you go. So getting a lot of damage there with Vellani. So maybe she's low, but she's not out.
Going
She's still.
to apply idle invocation because I've been forgetting about it each turn. Anyway, and move an ally by 1 space.
There you go.
And
Wait. Tidal invocation already be done just because your turn starts?
So it happens
start
at
of
the
yeah.
each
forgetting about it.
combatant's turn. So he can do it on your turn or his turn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of something else. You're right. That's fair.
And I guess I should have said and, not or.
I just don't remember him using it on the other character's turns. So.
Yes,
Yeah,
I had
he's been
completely forgotten about
forgetting.
it until that turn.
That's why
Yeah.
I forgot too. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. I had thought earlier that when you made your Suyoko a special attack, that he could have technically stepped far enough away that you wouldn't have been able to make it. But
Yes, I could have.
That's
okay.
that's true. I would have had
Yeah.
to do a ranged attack instead. That round.
that's you gotta. It's tough, right? I've been in this situation, these high pressure situations. It is very, very tough. It's a lot easier to be this head in the sky, right? Looking down on the competitors and going, well, you should have did that. But definitely not so easy the case when you are in that hot seat. So Flames of Justice is up on an aerial. She'll make blessed rolls on her attack. So she's going to have to go with, primary to get those blessed rolls.
Ariel is going to move here
You don't have to do that.
and then use Hang on. Move there and use Dimensional Strike. And he gets
I
plus
stand
2
by my
damage.
statement. You
Man.
don't have to do that.
Some good back and forth with the competitors here.
To roll
It's a
twice.
good time, good position on that, and that's going to be a hit. Dimensional
9
strike,
hits.
and then rolling a second time for that blessed roll, and that I believe is a miss.
That's a miss. Yeah, so I don't get the extra healing.
So he won't get that. Yep, won't get that healing, but
And the
He
effect gives me plus 2
still-
damage because she's next to Herodotus. So that's
per
14 damage.
command, and one of you. This excludes the target and you.
And that kills Villani.
All right, so Villani is knocked out of the game. Already one hero down. Real quick there, Anariel taking out Villani.
Yeah, I didn't speak quickly enough, so that's fair.
This
I was debating whether I
did
really
you
wanted to use my interrupt or not.
Okay, sorry.
yeah, getting the getting that Titanic power with the crit was just that's probably the equivalent of almost 2 turns essentially that Mask got with that success. So moving on from there, I think Fen is really going to have to be really paying attention, getting that interrupt when the next one comes, because Titanic power, yeah, it's not that strong on hit. In fact, even if he misses Titanic power, it actually does more damage if you miss than if you attack. But it can be you just kind of risk it, right? Because you're gonna get at least, what is it? Depending on who he's attacking at the time, he was going to go after Villani. So 6 more damage there. That'd be 19 damage, even if he just did the minimum amount there. So you do have to kind of be watchful on those interrupts. Make sure that you get them just at the right time, especially since Fen actually has 2 interrupts. So he has Wrath of Tiger and Kiruku Evasion. Now it's only for Suyoko, but both of those, can be very powerful, just because you're negating so much damage with both of those. So he's really gonna need that to come back in this match. All right, so Nynx the Succubus agreed. She's kind of sitting up here off to the side, watching Villani get absolutely murdered by Herodotus and Anariel. And now she's trying to reconsider what she is doing as she's rolling around to her turn here. You good there, Fen? It should be Nynx's turn.
Just it's not what I
So
want
trying,
here,
I think he's trying to plan if he wants to use those specials now, or if he wants to.
I was trying to think of a way to kill Herodotus before his turn.
That could be
without
hard.
having to burn an ultimate.
He has to do 32 damage. So he could do 22 with Nynx.
So close.
But then he'd have to do. Oh, he could do it with Iato Strike.
Well, I suppose then I will. Well, it could happen. I will just pew Herodotus with Nyx.
All right, going with the pew
There you go,
pew,
get
so get some
lucky
damage
crit.
there and becoming hastened.
Or not.
So nat 1, so that's going to be a miss
5
there.
damage instead.
right, so Nink's getting in her move. Now, technically, she's supposed to do her move and then move the token. But, you know, a lot of the new players still kind of getting used to things, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, it's that.
Let's see. You were on this square, or was it this square?
I was here.
Yeah.
Oh, you were in this square. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. So that kind of hull there can be.
Use waves of punishment.
I say it's a double-edged sword there. All right, here we go. Waves of punishment. Who is he going after? Probably.
Horus.
Oh, he's going after Horus. No, he does not want to go after Horus. If he does.
No, I'm going to use waves of punishment on Syoko.
Oh, okay, there you go. Now, Syoko does have special. She can do Kiruku evasion if she wants.
And
And a miss.
Damn.
Did not matter.
15 residual damage.
So 15 residual. Definitely,
Okay.
really probably wanted that
Don't care
bleeding
about 15
effect.
healing. Oh well. But that's it.
So 15 damage there.
Hey.
So
these-
pretty bad miss there. Although, you know, considering mass is up at this point, not, you know, the end of the world here. I was getting pretty worried that Fen did not call out the Kuroku evasion there. And I'm still, I'm sure, messing up these names all over the place, but I'm surprised he didn't, especially after what happened earlier and missing a different interrupt that he could have done. But now he's going to have to try to make up some ground here. If the target's HP is an odd number after playing it, it takes +2 damage.
It's wasteful, but
Interesting. So he could do that to Herodotus and get +2 more damage, plus the
lava.
permanent.
And I'm gonna roll with curse. I
I
suppose.
think you moved the wrong token there.
Yeah, you moved the wrong
mine.
token.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. My apologies. Actually, I have a 2-range attack, so I don't have to take 4 damage. That's small mercy, I suppose. But Dragon Corporal Mastery. Corporal.
All right, so
Let's
here
see
we
what I get.
go. And he is cursed on this.
17 and
So that's going to be a hit. And
10.
That's gonna be
Okay,
another
so I
hit.
hit.
And
so no.
Take your blood curse back. Filthy animal. And I just do 9 damage.
Technically, Blood Curse stays until Katarina's next, but
yeah, but it's her turn next anyway. So
yep.
Yeah, that's actually fair because if I were to say use Kakure evasion, I would be making an attack roll.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you have 2
actually
interrupts.
completely
Yeah,
fair.
true.
There's ways, so it's preferably always better to wait until
Yep.
it's actually at the.
Yep. Good call out.
Yeah, you just never know.
And
In games like this, that those
Seems to
can
have
kind of come back.
for now.
All right, Kopo Mastery. The next strike against the target rolls no die and hits automatically. Woo! That's a very good one, especially if you need to set up a special, which is probably pretty likely to come up here with Horus coming up next. I'm sure he's probably looking for a path of purification against Herodotus, that would knock him out. He'd be able to drop Flames of Justice from an aerial, and yeah, it'd be a good situation for him. All right, so Herodotus is up here next. He's definitely going to be a target, so he either needs to kind of get out of the action or basically go down swinging, probably. Unless he had... No, I guess he doesn't have a heroic action available. So, ignore all effects applied by your enemies on you. He could... Oh, I guess... Yeah. Ignore all effects applied. Next strike against the target roll. Yeah, no, it wouldn't apply here. Alright, so he's side... It looks like he's sidestepping, maybe? What's he going with? So, the bruisers have been...
And use shipwreck blow.
And I didn't do it before, but
Oh,
I'm just going to call it.
oh wow, he's going to interrupt
You
now.
just take 15 damage.
Rude.
So
15
yeah,
damage and don't roll.
So you have
You would have to roll first.
Yeah, you have to roll.
Yeah.
Do I? Culprit
Yeah,
Master?
Yes.
for interrupts. Yeah. Oh, you're doing it against him. The next strike against the target rolls no die and hits automatically. Okay. So you also take 10 damage from the drawback.
I do.
Okay.
So I take 10, he takes 15 because it was a primary attack.
Yep, there you go. All right, so interesting going at that time. You know, that's not too bad of a trade, I'd say. He'll get, be able to, I mean, Herodotus, would not get his attack off, so that's preventing Herodotus a little bit more. And now he can kind of just use... oh, wait, hold on. So, real quick here. So it was on, the ninja, and then it went down to him. Yeah, so it's technically his. Yeah, interrupts often kind of confuse people on that too.
Ooh, actually, nice. I'm going to use. Yeah, I guess key barrier goes away.
Yep, so key barrier goes away, and now actually this is a time.
And I'm going to use dashing strike.
To, get some dashing strikes on.
See if I can take him down and do a little bit of damage to an Ariel at the same time.
Probably won't matter for this one, but just so you guys know, for this one and future ones, whenever you have multi-strike attacks, declare which target you're attacking first.
Well, I was going to go after an Ariel, and then... Oh, actually, residual can't kill, so... I'll go for him and then an Ariel, I guess.
So, like to make sure to get that clarified so that way nobody accidentally gets that one.
Okay,
so
he goes
that is a hit. So
then an Ariel.
Down goes Herodotus.
Haha! I'm glad I went for her.
And a crit on an Ariel. So definitely good
she takes
placement there. All right.
Now it's going to be next.
So we have good hits there.
Now it's Katarina, so you can get your card back.
Also, make sure that you...
So I actually get my special back? Technically, it's after a hero takes it.
Correct, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Also, you did not apply your effect, so...
I mean, the effect is first target hit, which was Herodotus.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's dead anyway. So
He's already dead. He ain't. Don't worry about his reaction attack.
I mean, I guess if he was revived, but
Well, even if
effects
he,
end even after you're
it
effects
would,
end
it
when you
would need to
die anyway.
apply.
true enough.
Katarina.
All right, so the competitors really on it tonight here. So we have 2 heroes down on each side. Herodes, the big damage dealer for Mask, and Vellani, the big damage dealer for Fen. So it's going to be interesting to see how we're kind of moving on here into
Still
the
definitely
next.
turned pretty bad, but that was a decent turnaround after that
Yep.
crazy Herodotus ultimate.
That was a great play there. Try to get out Herodotus, especially
18
preventing
damage, you
just
want
even
that. That's
another
PvE
attack from him.
damage.
Yeah, it can be so good. So good play. I thought he may wait to get that path of purification, but it's okay. He still has.
I would
Horus
be able
still
to
has
see
some
Nyx
life.
from there, wouldn't I? With Katarina.
Yeah.
That would be vision.
You can
Yes.
do. Can see that.
Going to use Dark Ritual and hopefully swap HP values between the 2 healers, Azrael and Nyx.
Ah.
Oh, okay. So this should be good. Alright, so going with the Dark Ritual.
Oh no.
So
Barely
that
hits.
hits just.
Just barely getting that swap there of 20 hit points.
Well played.
So really what's good about the health swap is, right, it's a total 20 swap, right, but really you're doing, 20 points of damage and then you're healing for 20. So it's very, very powerful effect if used at the right time, which is exactly what happens. So now we're seeing Fen with 3 heroes that are starting to get pretty low, versus Mask has 1 person that's lower, and then both of his other heroes sitting pretty healthy. So this has been a great match so far. Both players really good strategic thinking. Even though both of them are new at PvP, they're doing a fantastic job. Great job, guys. Really, coming up with some great plays here. Can't wait to see how this tournament continues to progress. I feel like as time goes on, people are getting better and better at this game and coming up with even better plays.
Well.
All right, so Nyx here.
That's not quite what I wanted.
Coming up. So will she go for an oxygen siphon? She could put on oxygen siphon on top of an area with Flames of Justice. And she would ignore that bless condition. So basically just negate the entire card without even removing
I'm going to...
And she doesn't even have to move?
Life Tithe.
Oh, okay. Going with Light Tithe.
Against Tanares, obviously. She's my only viable target.
All right, here we go. Life Tithe 19. There's been a lot of hits today. So it's been...
I technically had to be here if I want to see both my allies. Would have had enough movement for that. So
technically should have moved first before he did that, but it is round 1. Get a little more leeway in there. So move 3 an ally. He'll get to do 7 damage to an Ariel here. So he's trying to figure out where he wants to position. He could potentially kind of lock in an arrow if he wants, or he could go after Katarina or Azrael.
Was here. go here, and then everyone's healing 4.
1, 2, 3.
Because I'm using Life Tithe effect of both of you heal 4, and then using my personal passive on the third character with an ally heal 4.
You or an ally heals 4. Both of you heal 4. So everyone healing 4 there. So Suyoko would gain 4. Yeah, Oris gaining 4, and then healing himself with 4. Now, I don't know if he moved an aerial. So, just to double check, did you actually apply the damage?
Dang it.
So that one's up to Mask.
Yeah, that's fair. 7 damage if
Yeah.
so focused on the support function of it. I wasn't thinking about
Yep.
7 damage.
Yep.
Ay.
There's always a lot of things going on, so it gets difficult to remember
it does.
everything.
In my PvE game, I just control one character and all of the monsters.
Yep.
The other players control one character and 2 characters, respectively.
All right, so we have, PvE definitely a much different animal.
Attack first. Dimensional strike on Oris.
All right, so interesting.
Are you intending to take
Yes.
advantage of the benefit?
Move to no.
You move to ignoring terrain, so you can walk through
Yeah,
lava is basically
might
what
as well.
that means.
Yeah. And then gets +2 damage.
All right, so Circle of Retribution would
And I
technically
roll
trigger.
twice because I have my Flames of Justice.
But it seems he's forgetting it there. And he
Both
got
rolls hit, so I get to heal 4.
You actually do +4 damage. It's 2 per combatant.
Other combatants, so it doesn't count for the one that I'm attacking.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yes.
It excludes the target and you. You're right. 14.
So that is 14 on Oris. 8 to 18.
All right, so getting a little extra damage there from Dimensional Strike.
Special.
All right, so Suyoko coming up here. So she's in a mobbing position on an aerial, so she's got increased chance to hit, making an aerial exposed. So it is a good spot. Technically, he may have wanted to move out of that position, but considering both of them melee characters, it probably would have not been too difficult for Suyoko to get into that position anyway. But still, good thing to consider. All right, so it looks like Fen is trying to decide if he wants to go back to the controller side or if he wants to stay on the tactician. I think personally I might stay on tactician on this one, considering his positioning.
Take a little bit of damage for it, but I think I'll do it anyway.
All right, what's he going with?
I'm going to use the Iaido Strike.
Iaido Strike, and he's moving to...
We should have done Cult Mastery again. But whatever. exposed.
Yes.
Imagine I'm going to take the 4 damage from your passive immediately. Bruiser passive.
Yeah, correct.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I should have done 4 damage to you. Oh, well.
Yes.
Yeah, they both of you guys have been forgetting the circle of retribution.
Yes.
I don't
I
think it's
the entire
actually.
game.
I think that last turn is the only time it's even been applicable. To be fair.
It actually has been
I think that's
more than that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Maybe.
yeah. So yeah, just don't forget that one.
Because that, if it was applied, would leave you at 1 hit point. Not kill you, unfortunately.
So Nary
Very
So
damn
it'd be
close there.
10 plus
Barely.
2 plus 4 plus 4. So
12, yeah.
20. Or actually, no, 3 hit points. I think.
16.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, the base
And
damage
it
is
was
12. Yeah, sorry.
even.
12 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4. So 22 of your 23 health.
16.
It's a little awkward, but whatever. I guess I'm hastened, so I can go wee.
Oh, if the target's
6 movement.
HP is on a on number, and I think he was on 9. Oh, what number was it? Yeah, I think that's accurate actually. So it's often harder to add these up after the fact, especially when I don't know. I'm the one that is making the call, making the attacks on these, but it looks like that was probably accurate. So a Nariel down to 1 HP, very close to getting knocked out. This is going to be one where he wants to kill an Nariel with an effect, a passive, something like that, so he's not wasting an entire attack to do 1 damage. And Azrael would have to come up with a way to bring an Nariel back. Elemental Fusion is not really going to do it for him. That's his one special that he has available, so he'd get heal 10 on a hero. That'd bring back an Ariel to 11. That's not really going to be enough to save her. If he's doing that, he's mostly doing it to get that effect. Now, he has been...
He's a heroic action.
He's doing a heroic
Use
action.
heroic magic. And will apply the 10 damage on Horus. And I will resurrect Herodotus. Within 5 of... Yeah.
Sneaky.
All right, so Herodotus back in the game here.
And he...
So is he going to move?
isn't going to use his move action. Stay where he is.
Not a great position to be in, although at the same time, even if he takes a sidestep, he end up being in a worse position. Unless he goes around. So, yeah, not a great position.
10 life.
All right, so this, let's see, if Horus can do some crazy things.
Don't know if that's worth it, but I guess I could just go heroic magic.
Oh, here we go, heroic action.
Immediately kill him.
Kill Herodotus.
Yep. I've seen it before. And it comes
And
back
then,
again. Taking Herodotus out just as he comes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Behind a wall.
I think this was the right position. I didn't see exactly where he was.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, that was right.
Okay.
And
All right, going with the swap. So taking out Herodotus with heroic magic,
10 health yourself.
then bringing Vellani back with that. So kind of a little swap there. So now
We'll see if that was the right move.
DuPont's down 1 hero, and Fen back up with all heroes alive.
Yeah.
So real, still good game here. Now, Mask has 2 characters that are getting pretty low, although I don't know if Katarina's going to be able to do it for him. She doesn't really have a lot of split damage type of abilities.
Katarina is going to sidestep and use. It doesn't matter which one. Either is going to kill if it hits. We'll use Blood Curse on Oris.
Makes sense.
Going back for Oris there. Maybe take out that Path of Purification. And he got it.
Hit.
Yeah. It's expected.
Oris is knocked out of the match.
There wasn't too much better he could have done on his turn, to be fair.
So, real quick trades there and some dead heroes. So now Oris down, Vellani back up. Anariel's about to go down here. Unless Fen does something here to take out Anariel. Otherwise, she's going to come back. She'll be able to get a little bit more healing.
Can you generate helpful conditions?
So he doesn't have any of his temporary effects up at this point. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of choose one move for the target. Blast 6. So you can't move and blast on this one. Because he since Vellani already died, she doesn't get.
Focus Lightning Conduit and Ariel.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. He's good.
+5 to my roll.
Good chance here. Got it.
Okay, now there she goes.
So killing Anariel, who had 1 health, maybe not the greatest move, but you know, I know sometimes you can kind of get stuck with not a lot of options left there. So that is the end for Anariel, knocked out of the match. Alright, so now it's coming to Azrael. 1 special up. So we have 2 heroes for DuPont's up, 3 heroes for Fen. Fen here, he is the Hex. He has 2 heroes that are looking actually pretty healthy, 1 that is not so healthy at the moment. So he's probably looking, can he apply at least 10 damage? Healing Conduit could do that. But he would have to move.
Azrael going to sidestep here and use Elemental Fusion on Tuka.
Alright, going with the Elemental Fusion, special attack. And kicking off now. Suyoko probably should have interrupted there.
Hits, so deal 10 damage.
Yeah, interesting that he picked her, and I guess he had to. He couldn't get Vellani from where he was at.
We can't.
So that's 10. Now maybe
Deal 10 damage and heal 10 on Katarina.
There you go. So maybe he was not too worried about taking that 10 damage. So he just kind of took it there. But now Elemental Fusion up, making Azrael's primary attacks much stronger.
So janky, but technically she has line of sight, I guess.
1, 2, 3,
So,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's range 9. You're at.
Damn it. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to come out of. Probably just go there.
1, 2,
Wait, no,
3,
I'm
4,
trying to do a special.
5. All right, looks like so Nink's here
That's worth it.
with both specials up, Oxygen Siphon and a Vitality Juice Box. So getting that
Oh, wait.
Oxygen
My
Siphon,
ally. I don't need. Within range 8 of Villani, I can focus her. Use Vitality Juice Box.
all right, going with the heal, moving, and
I'm
making a
focusing.
primary attack.
Villani. Hit. Means she heals 20.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
And then she can move 3 and make a primary attack.
All right, moving there, making a primary attack. She will be blessed for that.
More than 5. I guess. Okay, so since I'm on an altar, spend 3 health. I'm using
you go.
lightning conduit here.
All right, going with the lightning conduit. Who's your target?
Oh, my target's Katarina. She has lower defense, so
All right, so that is a hit.
I already hit, but maybe I'll crit. It was possible.
And miss on that one, but
Well,
that's
so
okay.
Katarina takes 13, and he will take the blast. So she goes to 46. He goes to 54.
You did lightning conduit, so it should be
so
9
9
damage
plus
on.
my passive is 13.
So you can only get your passive when it's your turn, and considering it's actually
right, you're right.
Nynx who
Sorry.
did.
Sorry. So I
Yeah.
don't get the passive, but the rest of it applies. And turn
Yep.
goes to
So
her.
a lot of healing there and damage. Vitality Juice Box, great ability to use. It's just, I love Nynx just because she just exists such
Katarina
outside
is
the
going
norm of
to
most
Blood
healers.
Curse on Villani.
Going with Blood Curse. Yeah, I just love that she can just put out so much damage and healing.
Actually, no. I should Blood Curse. It's you go, seeing as it's her turn next.
Oh no!
That is a miss. Anyway,
Actually missed. So 5
And he
damage.
missed.
is it 5 residual?
So I think there's only
Nope.
been
Over here.
2 misses.
Oh wait, you attacked someone else. Never mind.
31, 26.
So with only 2 heroes, Azrael's going to be able to pump out a lot more healing. And especially with his effects of Tidal Invocation and Healing Conduit, now getting both of those, it's going to be a lot better position for him.
Okay.
So Suyoko
Yeah,
trying to decide
think.
which side she wants to be on. Does she want to remain,
Gonna flip here.
go back to the controller side?
And I'm going to use Shuriken Throw
There you go. Divvying up some damage there.
twice against Katarina, once against Azrael.
All right, so he's going to roll for each of those.
That's the wrong die. So Katarina, Azrael. That's the order I'm doing. So hit.
An arena, and each person will be able to move, so he's going to be able to throw some lava.
Hit.
And a miss.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So I believe he
Also, I
said,
don't get to move him. But I guess I'll move her next to me.
all
So
right,
she's going to take a total of
14
14
damage.
damage.
9.
Lava plus. He will take
4.
9 damage because of the passive and the residual. So
For residuals,
No-
it's only
no
if you miss
residual.
all of them.
That's not what that says. It says,
It says miss all. 5 residual damage to the last target miss.
oh yeah, miss all. You're right.
Yep.
Apologies. He still takes my passive though, so I hadn't reduced his health yet. So, but she still takes the 10 plus 4, so she takes 14.
So still very good play, even not getting everything that he wanted. Now, personally, considering he got that move too, I may have went with Katarina, Azrael, and then Azrael again. Just so he could got 2 movement on Azrael, since Azrael would have had to go like around to be able to be pushed through, because he can't move through a corner on that wall. Oh, I'm actually surprised he did not move into that position. If he was at the position right between, he actually can pin Azrael to the wall and force him to take a reaction attack. But it looks like he's going to allow Azrael to be able to sidestep back out and get into a safer position. So Azrael, considering what he wants to go with, he does have one more heroic action he can play. And then, so he's considering Healing Conduit, Tidal Invocation. Tidal Invocation, so you get a bonus to your roll. When this effect ends, you are closest ally heals 6.
I only have 1 big hit left.
And a Healing Conduit.
Use
That's the one where he
Healing
can't move.
Conduit.
So
Villani.
that's the one again where you can't move.
Can't move before you use it.
I can't, can I? Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you can still do the attack. It just means you wouldn't be able to move, right? So.
And I would take a reaction attack.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll do that anyway. So roll for your reaction.
All right, going for the reaction attack. Sometimes that is worth it.
I mean, starting a reaction attack by declaring a ranged attack within 1 space of you. So you need to roll to hit.
Right. That is different.
Yeah, and PvP you gotta actually roll for him.
Yes.
Alright, so that is a hit.
So 7 damage.
7.
So,
and it reduces your movement by 1. Now I know it doesn't matter in this case, because you're not planning to move anyway.
I can still move after the attack, though. I can only not move before it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can't move before. You're right.
Yep.
10 damage to hang on, I better roll. Villani was targeting.
Going for Villani there. 16, he got it.
That hits. 10 damage.
17.
And then
fix,
an ally heals 2 and moves 3.
Ally moves 2. He would heal 3, and then the second effect heals 1 per square away.
So if you're
heals
moving
7.
diagonal, you do take the lava damage, right?
So she started in lava.
Yep.
So you don't take lava damage until you leave and then re-enter.
I thought if you move on a diagonal, you're supposed to count.
You do, but that's if you're not already in lava. Since he started in lava, you can't take more lava damage. Basically,
done that wrong a few times in the PvE campaign. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's okay.
So that's 7 healing. No, wrong token. 4.
All right, so gonna get some additional healing there with Healing Conduit. So an ally heals 1 per 1 and moved away from you, or at least it is away from you. So that's 3 more, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so 4. And then he should get his passive. So yeah, an ally would have to get that hope. But yeah, he already healed her, so he would not be able to apply the passive in this case. All right, so next up here is Vellani, who just doesn't seem like she wants to die. She was like, I died once. Dying against anymore is not too fun, so I'm not going to worry about that. So Vellani here, no specials, but she does, I believe, Fen does have one more heroic action he can play. Lightning Conduit.
Okay. So
Storm Invocation.
I am 13. I'm going to use Lightning Conduit against Katarina.
Alright, so he won't get his passive on this one unless he were to move back, but he's not going to do it, so 6.
Oh, I guess I am
That is
still
a
on the altar,
miss.
but whatever. Wasn't even really
Yep,
intended.
he is blessed due to the altar, and he does get it.
A hit.
Are you taking the 3 damage from using the
Yeah.
altar? Yep.
And then I'm going to do the move function. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think I'll move her here.
Alright,
So
getting-
she takes 4 damage plus.
It must end within 6, so you've gone one too
you're
far.
right, you're right.
3, 4,
So
5.
I guess I'll just move her back here again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, This is 6 of me.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
2,
Yeah.
3. Yeah, just. Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go scampering behind the corner. And she took 13 damage. From the lava plus the 9. Sadly, my passive does not apply here.
Yep, that's right.
Close. I am going to use my final heroic action, heroic inspiration, and remove oxygen siphon from Nyx and deal 10 damage to her.
Monster.
Yeah, heroic absorption, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure you weren't looking at a different card, but you pulled out a different card. We've had that happen actually before.
Right. Katarina isn't going to move.
Choose one or remove a special attack from an enemy. It takes 10 damage, or an ally regains 10 HP and 1 spent special attack.
That's fair. Okay.
So it looks like he
So-
is burning, I believe, Nynx's other one. Still pretty close game here.
Now I do have to move. Take advantage of this because I got good health. And
So Fen definitely coming back a lot with some great moves, great kind of counterplay with essentially completely negating that heroic magic.
I will pew.
Pew. Forgo your passive for +3 to your attack roll. That is the highest attack bonus that you can get. So that is just that benefit is so powerful.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well,
Or he can get
I
some more healing.
am, I guess, going to use Life Dive. Fun times. Or, you know what? No, I'm not going to use life tab.
He's going with
I'm going
heroic
to use
action.
heroic inspiration.
Heroic inspiration. There we go. Transfer a permanent effect, and a combatant
And
regains 16 HP.
not that this really does much, but I'm taking your ability to.
Yep.
So you don't have it.
That's
And
fine.
Making attacks, title, invocation,
heal
and healing
Melody
conduit.
for 16.
Which is kind of funny because they are both
You know what? That's
elementalists.
still probably.
They're very similar named abilities, but it's not exactly the same. And since it does explicitly
We'll
name
find
those
out.
abilities, he can't actually use either of those effects. But at least preventing Azrael from getting those benefits
Killing
still
your
worth it
character
there.
might play too, but who knows? Or hurting your character. Regardless, it's
All right, and looks
your
like he
elementalist
went with the heal.
Mhm.
So
He
we
is going
have
to sidestep
30,
and use title invocation.
34 plus, what we got? 30, so that's 64 plus, yeah. No, sorry. 34 plus 30, yeah, no, that's all right.
He's
64
going to use that on
plus
Nyx.
26 is
And picking
86
effect A.
or 88.
That
16.
hits, dealing 9 damage.
Alright, so I'm going to do 9 damage there to Nynx. And then he goes with the when this effect ends, you or your closest ally heals 6. So he'll get a heal on the next time. So he can give hope to Katarina. I don't know if he remembered that part or not. I think he
And
might.
I will apply the 4 healing on
Oh, there you go.
Katarina as well from the passive.
There you go. So getting that heal
Makes
there.
sense.
That adds up.
Right, done.
Okay. So, Sioko.
So Fenraellis making quite a comeback in this match, especially after that Titanic power that was
Sidestep.
insane. But he's very quickly gained a
Kinda
lot
like
of
moving away
ground,
from
making
you, but
sure his heroes did not get
that's
knocked
fine.
out.
And I'm just gonna unload all 3 into Katarina, I think.
All right, going with the Shuriken throw on Katarina.
Or no. Do Katarina, 1 into him again in that order.
All right, 2 to Katarina,
1
1
hit.
to Azrael, which I really would have swapped again. All right, so he misses the second one.
Miss.
And a hit.
So,
on Azrael.
gonna move him back into her. Oh, back next to her. Katarina.
Throwing those shurikens
I'm
at
actually
people.
gonna move her into the lava here.
Oh, I guess one thing I didn't know is that shuriken throw, yeah, each can only be moved only once, so that does kind of prevent from just throwing them around.
She's going
the
to
place.
take 5 damage. He's going to take 5 plus 4.
Wrong one. That's
Yeah, he mixed it
element.
up. Katarina should take the 5 plus 4.
Well,
She's
it's
in,
the other.
she's
Another
in the
enemy
lava.
takes the 4, and she was the first target, so he would take the 4.
Oh, you're talking about the passive.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So she takes 5 because she got hit once. Oh yeah, sorry. She's taking 5 plus 4 from lava. He's taking 5
Correct.
plus 4 from.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say.
They're both taking the
2
same
different
damage.
things,
Yep.
Yeah.
but fair enough. Okay. So that is that.
All right, so 18 damage there from Suyoko. That is quite a bit of damage for a controller. And really doing what controllers do pretty well. They split up that damage, kind of focusing down multiple enemies at the same time. Keeping it going there. All right, so next up here
So
is...
passive effects, they don't require vision, do they? So I could be behind this wall and apply despair.
You have to have
they-
line of sight to the
yeah,
target.
correct. Yeah, you do need vision
Do need
for
vision. Okay,
effects
yep.
too. Yep.
That's right.
So you could hit Nyx, but not Nalani.
The
So
only
Katarina is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to use Soul Link.
So the thing I was going to add was, I think,
Chico.
unless you have an ability that moves somebody around after, I think that's the only way
Yes.
that you can.
He's got a permanent that I can take.
All right, going with the Soul Link.
I'm using Kakure Evasion. I'll roll after you do.
That just hits.
Let's see if I avoid it. Wow,
He
I
missed
actually-
it.
Did not.
He
I guess I did
missed
15 damage to you, so that's something.
the evasion.
I took 22 though, huh? Ow.
So he got some damage
I'm gonna
back.
Take your passive so you can't change anymore.
I don't think you can.
I can transfer one permanent effect to any other combatant.
Negated, removed, or copied? I guess I don't know how that. I thought those couldn't be transferred
That's the
either.
benefit. Yeah, it can be. It just means I have no use for it.
So yeah, in this case, I believe it would be he can transfer it because it's not. Usually, like when removed is mentioned, it's means like removed, like
know.
from you being able to use it.
Certainly fine.
But yeah, that one I probably double check later on.
I imagine you apply your passive to Nyx.
Yeah. Next, 4 damage.
Okay. Dang. I was holding that Kakure Evasion the whole time. And I whiff. We both rolled low. Oh well. Can't really flip it because well, guess I might as well.
So I'm definitely gonna check on that one. The removed is probably the
Dropping
one that
Katarina.
makes me think that it's most likely that it may or may not be able to. It's hard to say for
Dormant
sure.
Location actually.
So hopefully get a answer on
Yeah.
this one.
And storm location is now active. And I'm choosing the damage. Or, well,
So
yeah. So, goodbye, Katarina.
Have to check the rule book
Knew you
on
will.
that one. God. Remove page 24. Removing this instantly, which means that there is no automatic regaining of what was removed.
Asmil is going to heal 6 from his title invocation.
Wait a minute. Oh, oops.
It was supposed to not be transferable by a
token.
benefit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, where's she at? She was low, but. Don't know.
Yeah. I think she was
Oh
lower
yeah.
than that.
Okay, she was at 25, and then yeah, she was at like
That's
Yeah.
4. I think she was at 4. 26 minus
No,
22.
I think she was on. Was she on 26 or 25?
I feel like she was on 4. It's either 3 or 4. It's honestly not enough
Yeah.
to make a difference for anything.
Yeah.
all right. Let's just double check on this one here.
If you hit, she
Yeah,
dies.
Azrael.
So I'm getting Michael here,
If you
who
miss,
lead
I can
designer,
actually
kind of
gain
double
that
checked me on this one.
Going to
So-
sidestep and use title invocation again. I need lag. I'm going to target Nyx.
Alright, so going with the title invocation there. Nyx.
9 damage on Nyx. She's on 12.
You didn't just go to kill Zyoko? I guess you get to take another turn before her. Never mind. That's fair.
And apply effect A.
Alright, going with A. When this effect ends, you or your closest ally heals 6. Though,
Well,
Nyx down to
I guess I really should just
12.
pew pew. I don't know. Probably move off this pad.
This one, yeah, I don't know. I might have been incorrect on this one. I think transferring that ability might have been a remove, and so that may have not even been possible.
Oh, pew pew.
So hopefully get an answer on this one soon, so I can double check.
It's worth it. And I'll take the +3 to my attack roll instead of my passive. Wasn't necessary, but
All right, getting
13
that.
damage. Your turn.
Getting some damage there. So 13 damage, I believe.
Heals 6 from his title invocation.
So title invocation coming back.
And we're going to title invocation again.
Yeah, just keep
And
pumping out those
Targeting
heals.
Nyx again.
He's going for Nyx. Oh no. That is going to be
That misses.
a hit.
5 damage.
5 residual.
Actually, that I think is a hit. Because you got a +1
Hit?
to your attack roll, and she's... oh, sorry, my bad.
No, she's 7.
Yep. Just
Just
barely.
misses. Yeah, just barely. And move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, so Azrael trying to move back. Suyoko coming after him.
shuriken.
So her being stuck on the controller side, probably not even really that good. Even if this was legit play there, I think I probably would have went for getting Elemental Fusion back, Now, I don't think, due to his position where he was at the time, that was possible. I think that's why he ended up going with what he
15
did.
damage.
Now,
It's that turn.
yeah, it's interesting situation here. So we are at the 10-minute marker.
Title unification again.
We are kind of getting
I
here.
can only target the Seeker this time.
Getting here low on
Should've been
health.
moving towards you with that. Was not thinking about you running away.
6, that hits. And applying effect A, and 9 damage. She dies.
And Suyoko is now knocked out of the fight.
And go to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, kind of backing up. He's getting low on health, trying to make sure Vellani can't get her attacks on him. Maybe he can kind of pick off as they're trying to come after him. That looks like to be the play he's doing. That would be legitimate.
That was a double move, was it?
Mm-hmm. I can't get Linus out on you, so.
So he's kind of forcing Azrael to get back out into the open.
So he's 6 healing from title invocation.
Oh, that delayed release there. He'll definitely come in to help. If an effect cannot be removed or copied, it can't be transferred. This is a very corner case that
and go
require
through the
a
portal.
FAQ, according to Michael.
You know, I was not
That's
remotely thinking of that as a portal. Would not have been moved that way.
Jumping around there.
Oh well.
So I did ask Michael while you guys were still continuing to play, just to double check on that special transfer, and he actually did say that if an effect cannot be removed or copied, it can't be transferred.
Can't be transferred either.
And that this is a very corner case that would require an FAQ. So technically,
Yep.
you should have still had it, although I think you got to play one time, and
would have changed.
Yeah, I don't
anyway.
think it would have changed anything either.
Yep. And it's would be removed now anyway because she's died.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for the clarification, though.
So sometimes that happens. It's hard to always make the correct call in all situations.
Pretty sure it's Nix's turn.
Especially since we do have just
round.
so many new heroes, a lot of new abilities, interactions that we've never had to deal with before. So we're going to be continuing to work through these different types of effects as it comes up. All right, so Nynx here. We are down to... It's just less than 6 minutes now. It's very close game.
There, life ties.
Going with Life Tithe. And he
It's
misses.
not the time to miss.
Yep.
Oh,
5 residual
I would have
damage.
otherwise done
Lost.
pew pew with a +3 to hit. Oh well.
Yep. It's one of
5
those times
damage.
where be important to
was planning to
remember
hit you
these
and heal
here
myself
as
for
we
6.
get to the end.
Alas.
So I'm going to use title invocation. On Nyx with +1 to hit that.
Oh, wow.
Is a
Misses.
I actually
miss.
survived.
So he'll survive with.
And
I
I
mean,
don't get my
not
healing
very
either.
much longer, but still.
And Volani's turn. Yeah, she won't be able to get into range.
And she can't get into shooting range, but could at least go like 1, 2, 3.
So we're just at less than 5 minutes, but since it is getting pretty close here to the end, I'm thinking we'll
Very
probably just end
close.
up play it out. Just so you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
know.
That's Balani, I guess.
So
Right.
sometimes
you
I
go for
waive
the
that
finisher on Nyx.
that requirement if
title
it is getting
invocation.
really close to the end, that we rather play it out than try to just let somebody win by just timer. But it's been a really good game, and this one's very, very close. So I believe Vellani took a double move.
Yeah, I'm going to target Nyx.
And
That
he got
hits.
it.
Goodbye, Nyx.
Effect A.
Just keeping that healing going.
So I'm going to do.
I still get a movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Not that it matters.
Yeah, Vellani definitely
here.
close into the action too.
That one.
So surprisingly,
Close to you as I can, I guess.
moving up, she may want to
Alright.
try to get the
1, 2.
passive. There you go.
That's only 4 range away. Sadly, I need to be 5. So
1. So he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go here,
Technically, he
actually.
could move, I think, far enough away.
yeah,
If he went completely
going to
down. But...
lightning conduit.
All right, so Vellani here with the upper hand, more damage potential,
+2 to the roll.
and he got it.
Hit. So, and I'm going to do move for the target. So 9. Move
There
into
you
there. Move you right up against the wall.
1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect positioning there.
1, 2. No, up against the wall here. I'm gonna let you sidestep into the portal. I'll do that instead. So 13. There you go.
1, 2, yeah.
5, 6 healing.
1, 2,
And then
3, 4.
cast the same one again.
Technically, he shouldn't have been able to do that because he had already
Make my
done
reaction
it,
attack.
but
So you hit me, and I hit you with my 8 reaction.
all right, here it goes. I think Vellani is going to pull it out here, right here at the end.
Nice. So
Yeah.
I'm at 9.
9. I already
So
moved it down,
comes-
so you're at 17.
Oh, damn.
I moved it. Yeah, I applied the damage already.
Well,
As long as you hit, you kill me.
no, I don't even have to hit. Residual kills you.
No, residual can't kill anyone.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think.
Yep,
It's
that's correct.
non-lethal damage.
So, at a principle, I'm going to sidestep, lightning conduit,
Going with the lightning conduit one more time
+2 to
here.
hit.
And that's
Hits.
it.
There you go.
That's enough.
Good game.
Down to the wire.
All right,
Yeah.
good game, guys. Whew. That was a close one.
Very.
Especially earlier on with that Titanic power.
40 for
Yes,
2.
that was brutal.
I was like, oh man, Fen is gonna be real far behind trying to catch up, and
Well,
you made
I
it.
think also, and I didn't make any push for it, but I think I should have used Oris to counter the attack that would have killed Bloody.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it at a good time later on too, but
Oh yeah, yeah. The other good, yeah, it was still a good move even when you did do it later. I think there was a couple opportunities where I saw that you probably could have used like like the Karuku evasion against the special, but it ended up missing anyway. So
it was embarrassing. But
yeah.
well,
But,
I was saving it for a bigger hit because the either one of the ultimates or a bigger hit, and I used it against an ultimate. It just whiffed.
yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes it's hard to say for sure, right? With the interrupts, that's always kind of the trade-off because it happens before the roll, so you don't really know until.
I mean, I only needed a 6 and I rolled a 4.
There you go.
But he only needed a 6 and he rolled a 6. So it's relative.
Oh man, great game, guys. That was fantastic match on both sides. Yeah, thanks for joining today. So we'll be updating the schedule here. So moving on to the next one. This is a double elimination tournament. So even though Mask, you lost this one, you'll still got another opportunity to come back and win it. Anyway, so that is it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.